Ooh, guess what we got? We got some book mail, book mail. She's like, I don't care about no stinking book mail. All I care about is walks. And you know, I'm giving it to me. Hello guys, what is up? It's Spooky Noodles, and today we have another book mail video. I'm going to make a few clips throughout the days, and then I'll post this as a single video. So I only have one book to show you today. I got it yesterday, and I'm super excited about it because it's a coming-of-age story, and it looks really good. I've already owned this book before, but I gave it to a friend because I thought they'd like it more. But excuse me, sorry. But I decided to repurchase it because you know what? It's getting turned into a movie. And I really want to read the book before I see the movie. I know the movie's going to be in like production for a year or two. But still, I'm really excited about the movie. And this is a female coming-of-age novel by Grady Hendrix. And this is My Best Friend's Exorcism. And this just brings back 80s vibes, which I was never a part of. I was born in 1993. So unfortunately, I got to miss out on the 80s era. My mom was a teenager in the 80s, though, so she might get some flashbacks from this book. But I don't know if you guys heard that, but my mom's like, stop telling them that. Anyways, yeah, this is My Best Friend's Exorcism. I'll read the back for you guys. and yeah, so here we go. High school sophomores Abby and Gretchen have been best friends since 4th grade, but after an evening of skinny dipping goes disastrously wrong, Gretchen begins to act different. She's moody, she's irritable, and bizarre incidents keep happening whenever she's nearby. Abby's investigation leads her to some startling discoveries, and by the time the story reaches its terrifying conclusion...
I never skinny dipped.
I didn't say you did. I didn't say you skinny dipped. Everyone in the 80s skinny dipped. What are you talking about? Oh, no, the truth comes out. Okay, where was I? Sorry about that. And by the time their story reaches its terrifying conclusion, the fate of Abby and Gretchen will be determined by a single question. Is their friendship powerful enough to beat the devil? Like an unholy hybrid of Beaches and The Exorcist, My Best Friend's Exorcism blends teen angst, adolescent drama, unspeakable horrors, and a mix of 80s pop songs into a pulse-pounding supernatural thriller. And they got some cool images on the back here. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this book. It says here that it was $15 in the US. And I can confirm that it did cost something like that on Amazon. I'm really excited to read this book. It looks like a really great coming-of-age novel. And yeah, so that's all I have for you today. I'm also going to be shooting or recording a video because I forgot to do one yesterday for Shelter for the Damned. I'm going to shoot a video real quick for that one. And yeah, so to the next clip. Hello guys, so I'm on the last chapter of Shelter for the Damned, as you can see. I am on page 185. That means I have 2 pages left until I review this book. So I was going to finish this book. Then I heard the mail truck come. So you know what that means, more book mail. So I got actually 2 things to show you guys today. Well, more than 2 things. So before I show you the book I got today, I'm going to show you the patches that I received in the mail. So the first patch I got, I don't know who it's from. I forget who I bought it from. But apparently this is from a company called Moo Man. And it's a heart-shaped patch. But it also has a brain on the bottom half. So I thought that symbolized the heart and the brain pretty well, obviously, because it's a heart and a brain. And I really adore this patch. It's much bigger than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay, because that means it's going to get its own hat. So yes, I'm going to put this on a hat. It's gonna go like in the center of a hat or something. I haven't picked out a hat yet for it. I have a bunch of unused hats, so yeah. And then, oh, let me get the next patch for you guys. So the next patch, I'm gonna have to open it up for you guys to see it because there's this big giant, well, maybe not. Yeah. Well, it's The Fly. Now, this is gonna be really hard to open up with one hand, so, hold on one second. Okay, so this is the patch. If you don't know what this is from one of my favorite movies called The Fly, which is directed by David Cronenberg. One of my favorite David Cronenberg films. It's hard for me to decipher which one's my favorite, but I think The Fly ends up being my favorite David Cronenberg film. You got The Scanners, Videodrome, I think one was called Shivers, or Slivers, or Slimers. I don't remember, but he has a few films that I really like, and The Fly is one of my favorites, probably my third favorite film of all time. And yeah, so I even have the hat I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to put it on this hat. So, if you will, it's a little big, kind of a big patch. To be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be so big. But yeah, that's what I'm working with. And this is from a company called Cute Patch. So, yeah, it's not really a cute patch, as you can see. It's kind of a monster type patch. But yeah, so you're probably wondering, enough of this patch talk. We don't care about the patches. We're here for the books. So I got this really cool book, and I can't wait to show you guys. You might think, what's so cool about it? And the cool thing is who it's by, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to show it to you. It looks like it's a little damaged. It looks like it was dropped in the grass or something, which is kind of weird. Maybe that's how the book's supposed to look. I don't know. I doubt that's how the book's supposed. In fact, it's a little damaged. And if I really cared enough, I would probably send it back. But I'm not gonna, because I really want to read this eventually. So, and plus I'm probably gonna destroy it anyways. But this is Consumed, a novel by David Cronenberg. Yes, I just got done talking about David Cronenberg with the patch. Now we're talking about his book. This is Consumed. Now, I'm going to read you the back of the book, and then you guys can decide if you want to read it. So, let me give me 1 second to rest my hand, because my hand is actually cramping like crazy right now. Actually, I'm not even going to give me a second. I'm just going to switch hands. So, here we go. I'm going to read the synopsis. I don't know why I fixed my sideburns, but yeah, I did. So I'm going to read the synopsis for this book, and you guys can figure out if you want to read it or not. So here we go. Stylish and camera-obsessed, Naomi and Nathan thrive on the yellow journalism of the social media age. Naomi finds herself drawn to the headlines surrounding famous people. Or a famous couple, I should say. Celestine and Aristide are Aristogai, Marxist philosophers and sexual libertarians, or libertines. I am just horrible at reading today. I've had so many problems reading today. Like, I'm mixing up words. I'm reading words I've never heard before, and it's just been a weird day for reading. So, all right, back to reading this. Celestine has been found dead, and Aristide has disappeared amid suspicions of killing her and consuming parts of her body. Consumed. Nathan, meanwhile, is in Budapest photographing the controversial work of an unlicensed surgeon named Sultan Molnar, once sought by Interpol for organ trafficking. After sleeping with one of Molnar's patients, Nathan contracts a rare STD called Rolfe's disease and travels to Toronto, determined to meet the man who discovered it. These parallel narratives become entwined in a gripping, dreamlike plot that involves geopolitics, 3D printing, North Korea, the Cannes Film Festival, cancer, and in an incredible number of varieties, sex. Consumed is an exuberant, provocative debut novel from the one of the world's leading film directors, David Cronenberg. And as you know, I am such a fan of David Cronenberg. If you don't know, now you know, homie. David Cronenberg is one of my favorite directors of all time, and I don't really follow directors like that. I also like John Carpenter, but I don't really follow directors very well, you know. Like, I don't like look for directors. It just happens that David Cronenberg and John Carpenter have made a lot of movies that I like. So that's the only reason why I really know these directors. Like, John Carpenter's done Halloween, The Thing, I'm drawing blanks. Halloween, The Thing, Christine. I think he even did. He did They Live, which I absolutely love. They Live. I think he did another movie. I could be wrong, but it was like At the Mountains of Dark, or At the Mountains of. I forget what it was called. Oh my gosh. It was like At the Mouth of Madness or something like that. It was like a cosmic horror film and it had a really good actor in it, and it was really good. I think that was John Carpenter, but I can't remember. But anyways, David Cronenberg did films like Scanners, Videodrome, Brood, Shivers, or whatever it's called. And then my favorite movie, The Fly. One of my favorite movies, The Fly. And Scanners was actually a really good film, and I think that's a little bit underrated. But yeah, Scanners was amazing. But The Fly with Jeff Goldblum, definitely fascinating. It's actually a remake of the original one that had Vincent Price in it, but I really liked the David Cronenberg version. I've never seen the Vincent Price version, but I gotta give it a try one of these days. I have seen scenes from that one, and I've seen it. It has the possibility of being scary, but David Cronenberg's work can't. His version of his version of The Fly cannot be beat, in my opinion. I just refuse to believe it could be beat. So, but anyways, that's besides the point. Consumed by David Cronenberg. This is a novel by him. This comes in at, let me see here, 308 pages, I believe, and that's, of course, that's counting like something here. Yeah, it's 308 pages. There's no like about the author on the back or anything like that. So, wow, is there chapters in this book? Because that is a long-ass chapter. Yeah, there's chapters. Wow, it's a long-ass chapter. 308 pages, consumed by David Cronenberg. Really want to read this novel down the road. It says, David Cronenberg is a Canadian filmmaker whose career has spanned more than 4 decades. Cronenberg's many films include Stereo, haven't seen. Crime of the Future, haven't seen. Fast Company, haven't seen. The Brood, need to see. The Dead Zone, need to see. The Fly, have seen, my favorite, one of my favorites. Naked Lunch, haven't seen. M. Butterfly, haven't seen. Crash, haven't seen. History of Violence, I own, but I haven't seen. A Dangerous Method, haven't seen. And Cosmopolis. Why didn't he mention Scanners and Videodrome? That's weird. His most recent film is Maps of the Stars. In 2006, he was awarded the Cannes Film Festival's Lifetime Achievement Award, the Carost d'Or. That's hard to say. But yeah, there's a few things on here. Stephen King says, Consumed is an eye-opening dazzler, troubling, sinister, and enthralling, a must-read. But as you know, Stephen King's blurbs are not always honest or truthful. I don't know. They lead you in a direction sometimes that will lead you astray. That being said, though, I have read good blurbed Stephen King books, like Down on the Farm by John Sturr. I really liked that book. It was a really good book. I think it was one of my best books of 2020. But did I read it in 2020? I don't remember. But it was one of my best books of 2020, I think. And yeah, but that's besides the point. This book is blurred by a bunch of people. And yeah, I really am looking forward to reading this book. Don't know when I'm going to get around to it. But Consumed by David Cronenberg, a film I have to read because I love the man's work. So His stories are just unique. They usually have body horror in it, and I'm just excited to read it. So that is my book mail for the day. I'm going to end the clip, and I'm going to end the video here. Yeah, so I got a video, I made a video a few days ago with the my best friend's exorcism. Got that in the mail. And then I showed off 2 patches and a book by David Cronenberg. So I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you have a spooky night. I'm off to finish Shelter for the Damned and film a review for you guys. So I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you have a great night. Whatever. You know the outro. I just said it. So peace out, guys.